there that care about you, that love you, that want you to thrive. We don't always know how to help or what to say, but we're definitely here, definitely rooting you on, for sure.
Ain't stressing about nothing right now cause everything's straight. I'm feeling so grateful, thanking my maker for this wonderful day. Ain't tripping on nothing right now cause everything's straight. I'm feeling so grateful, thanking my maker for this wonderful day.
What's up, guys? RNG here from the Stone Vet, man. Merry Christmas to you guys, man.
Merry Christmas.
Has been, man. Look here, man. I have the honor. I bet you guys don't know about these people here in Oklahoma, but the Battlin Betties, man. Look at here. I got Miss Megan Fox here. I got her here to be able to hang out with the Stone Vet on Christmas Day, man. How lucky am I, man? I don't know what you guys know about the Battlin Baddies, but man, they do some amazing things for us brothers and sisters that serve any service member that served, man. This is what they do. They give us hope and they give us, put that smile back on our face when they come by to say hi and just cheer us up. So I got Megan here. Megan here, we've been talking, and she said that the organization has been established in Oklahoma for a year. Man, so they're very new. They are a very young, very new organization here. A lot of you guys might know that the Battlin' Betties actually is a nationwide organization, and they have different chapters in different states, man. But I got Megan here, and Megan it's an honor to have you on the show with us today, especially like on a Christmas day. Look at this, man.
It is an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having us, and Merry Christmas.
Absolutely, man. So tell us a little bit about what your organization is and what you guys are doing and what kind of plans you got for the new year coming up, if you have anything yet, because it's still kind of early.
Yeah, so the Battlin' Betties is a national nonprofit, registered 501c3 nationally, so that's exciting. We have our first year under our belt. We completed, I think, 14 different events this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
COVID, you were able to get that many still done with COVID and everything going on?
Yeah, well, we hit the ground running, I think, the November before that, because when Veterans Day came around, man, we're like, listen, so I got into pinup and I wasn't really finding like what I was looking for. I was like, there's gotta be more than just dressing up and looking pretty, right?
Yeah,
And I came across, yeah. So I came across the Battlin' Betties, and what it is, first and foremost, it is a volunteer group. So our mission of our organization is to honor and serve our nation's military, veterans, and first responders. We create events, and then we also bring light to other VSO events, and just kind of get out there and spread cheer and spread love, and we do what we can.
That's awesome. So when you set up your events, do you actually like try to set up with mostly towards like a veteran event, or exactly how does it work? How do you go about setting up your event so people know that you are going out to where you're going?
Yeah, well, so all of our events definitely do align with the mission field of giving something back to our nation's heroes, whether it's first responders, active duty military veterans, going to visit the VA centers. Our largest event to date so far has been when we joined forces with the Tuttle FOP, and at their annual car show, we actually put on a pinup contest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was the first annual Bombshell Betty pinup contest. The girls paid a small donation straight to Tuttle FOP, and it helped raise money that they just went out and spent for Shop with a Cop for the underprivileged youth there in Tuttle.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you go for all first responders as well. It's not just the whole veteran thing, but it is like just the whole people who are putting their life on the line to actually
absolutely
keep our country safe and keep our country together,
Absolutely. Yeah, we love to take pizzas to the fire stations when we get that chance.
So with your organization here in Oklahoma, how many members do you have in this chapter here?
Well, I will say it is definitely a unique type of gal that likes to put her hair up in victory rolls.
Right.
But I mean, we'll take any volunteers, and if you don't know how to pin up, we'll teach you. But yeah, so right now we have 14 members.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. We're starting to hopefully we'll start to branch out up towards Tulsa soon. We've got a couple of pinups up there that like to be involved as well. We actually did the Veterans Day parade. So if you happen to be at the Tulsa Veterans Day parade
Oh,
this
okay.
past fall, we were there too.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you do get it. So you, like you said, you're an all volunteer basis. People who are wanting to get into this, and like you said, it is a unique culture. Not a lot of people, like my wife. She loves all the pinups. She's like they get all dressed up and their hair's all done and makeup's all done. And I mean, it is. It's a unique culture that it gets into it. You know. So you were saying earlier that this is you were into this the pinup look in order, and you wanted to do more. So like, how did you get into this? Like, how did you get into finding Battling Betties and such like that?
Well, so I just kind of looked around and kind of saw what was out there. You know, it's not, these girls aren't performers, they're not dancers, they're not models or actresses. They are hardworking spouses and
Right.
caregivers, and they're veterans themselves, or maybe they're first responders themselves, you know, and they have seen firsthand personally some of the struggles that their family has gone through with PTSD and
Absolutely.
what it takes to help care for your loved ones who struggle with some of those demons. So they got started quite a while back, and we're very fortunate and very lucky to have a national chapter that has given us so much structure and
No,
really
absolutely. And I mean,
helped in the founding process.
and it's tough whenever you're trying to figure it out. Like I said, anybody that knows, anybody that's ever tried a nonprofit or starting a business in and out of itself, you have to have a structure. And if you don't have that structure, you don't have that support, it can be tough. It can be hard trying to
Yeah.
get up and get going, you know. And like you said, you guys are still fairly new and you're still learning the ropes. You're still understanding, okay, this is what we have to do. And this is how, in order to get our name out there so people know and they can support us to support our mission to help our first responders and veterans, we have to let them know who we are and what we're doing.
Yes.
Eh,
Yes. It's definitely, I think, a hard transition, and you see it all over in the nonprofit community. Well, how do I switch from, like, it's so hard to go out there and ask for funding, but it's not about you. I was listening to, some more of these podcasts from
From
the
Travis,
nonprofit
right?
next guys.
Travis is
Great
an
advice.
amazing dude. Travis knows the ins and
Great
outs of
advice.
the
Listen,
nonprofit world.
it's not for you, it's not about you, it's what you're doing and who you're serving and how you're helping people. When you show up at the VA center with handmade Valentine's cards and you get to hug your heroes, back before COVID,
Of course.
and man, we heard some stories that day. It was beautiful. It's wonderful to connect
Yeah,
with community.
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you guys coming in and pin up, so you know that's like that's back in the day, man. Them Vietnam era, Korean War
Yes.
era type people. I know them. I know those guys are like, oh wow.
Yeah, we only had one really honorary veteran that day, so they're a hoot and a half. Yeah, the girls, they do dress in the 40s and 50s fashion to help bring back that patriotism that was fostered during that era.
Absolutely, you know, and you know, during that's when the world was in a different place. I like to say it was in a better place than where we're at right now. But I mean, I wasn't alive during that then, so I don't really know what kind of struggles our country was going through at that time. But you know, I think that's what it is that you're helping build the camaraderie again and the hope that's there. You know, that just
Yeah.
letting people know, hey, there is hope there for you. There are people out there that love having you here. You know,
Yes.
and when you guys come out and you guys start loving on us and start saying, oh, you know, I'm proud of you. Thank you. You know, that alone, that in and out of itself, when somebody says I'm proud of you, it's like, for what? What I do? Like, why? Like, you know, for me personally, my wife tells me every day, she's like, I'm proud of you of what you're doing. I'm just like, I feel like I'm struggling every day. It hurts. It sucks. You know, It's like every day. It's like once it's something new, something new, something new. But I mean, when there's organizations like what you guys are doing, and you go out and just put smiles back on our faces again and say, "Hey, how you doing today?" Doing a heart, the handmade heart Valentines and stuff like that. I mean, it's a true honor to be able to have that. People like you guys may not see it, you guys may not know it, but it is a lot for us veterans. It's hard to say thank you. For us, it's hard for us to tell you guys thank you for what you're doing and helping us for a moment at a time to get us out of our spaces, out of our places in our head, because we deal with it every day. It sucks. We deal with it every day.
Well,
But
we're
if
just
we have
honored for the
hope,
opportunity to be able to come out and spread cheer and love on you guys and, all the um, veterans at the VA centers.
like I said, I had a team never quit on the radio. I like to listen to other podcasts to see how I can better my podcast, how I can make it better, how I can become, eventually become one of these people like Team Never Quit and stuff like Marcus Luttrell and them. And I was listening to them. They had my brother Dakota Meyer on there, and he's a Medal of Honor recipient. I was listening to his story, and he's like, "Dude, I mean, I'm trying everything and anything I can to get Dakota to come on my show." I said, "I know it's not a big show. I'm sure I got to pay you to come on my show, but come on, brother. We both devil dogs. We both served in the same freaking Marine Corps. We both done our thing. We both have that same Eagle Globe and anchor burning to our hearts. We're brothers for life, no matter how you look at from what walk of life you come on." But he says it. He tells you straight up. He's like, "Dude, I'm not a Medal of Honor recipient. Don't put that title on me. I hate that title." He said, "I absolutely hate it." He said that day was probably it was a very dark day. But I told him, I said, I've been with my wife for 20 years. I've been with her for 20 years. She's been a true blessing. She's my life support. Like I tell people, I know a handful of people getting divorced right now. Like it's the season for divorce. And I tell people, I said, I would not know what I would do if that day ever came. I've given her multiple reasons to leave me, multiple reasons, because I'm selfish. I'm a selfish man, because I deal with my own demons and I just continue doing whatever the hell I want to do and I need to stop. And these people they say they're going through. I was like, I don't know how you guys are doing it. And even Dakota Ma, he was like, dude, that was probably the hardest thing I've ever done. This guy went through and sacrificed his life to save his brothers. But he said the hardest thing he ever had to do was go through a divorce. And I was like, damn, that speaks a lot. That speaks a lot whenever that's coming from a Medal of Honor recipient that seen stuff and had to do things in order to get that Medal of Honor, to go and say going through a divorce was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And I was like, I can completely understand it because I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do when it comes to that. But that's what I try to express here on the Stone Vet is that we have to build our community around us, around the veteran themselves, because the veteran's not going to go out and find help. They're not going to go look for help. And you doing what you're doing, you probably see that a lot, don't you?
We do. That one of the most important things for y'all to remember is that reach out. Do not be afraid to reach out. There are so many people that are there for you. There are ways to find you like the help that you need or whatever it is that you may be struggling with, whether that's VA claims or addiction or just going out hunting or for a cup of coffee. There are people out there that definitely are there to support you. And I love how you use the term battle buddy all the time. That was actually part of what helped form the name for the Battlin Betties.
Oh,
Just
really?
knowing that you are there to check on each other, to support each other, whether that's whatever mission that may be on.
No, absolutely. And that's what I try to tell people. That's one thing I've stressed from the beginning when I started my show is that the veteran has to build a community around them. A lot of people don't understand the struggles that we deal with every day. They don't understand a lot of people won't understand what we deal with. I mean, we deal with a lot of things. And if we can't build our own community around us, then we're going to fail. We're going to fail ourselves because when you have that community built around you, then you have your battle buddy. You have that guy checking in on you. How you doing, man? How you doing this Christmas? You got any plans? Hey, if not, let's do a Zoom meeting or you can come over for dinner or whatever situation you're in. Like for us, it sucks because we always have a huge gathering. Every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, we always have a huge gathering. I have family over and everything else. My dad's, he's an Afghan war vet and he battles with his PTSD hard, dramatically hard every day. And I try to get him the help that he needs, but what I'm saying, veterans are stubborn. Veterans are like, man, fuck that. I'm not help. I don't. I'm not reaching out for help. I'm not gonna do it.
Y'all are so stubborn sometimes.
We can be very stubborn people. My wife will tell you straight up, just like you said, we are very stubborn. We don't like asking for help because when we start asking for help, that's when we start seeing ourselves as weak individuals, and we weren't trained to be weak people. We were trained to continue the mission, continue pushing forward, and we'll deal with the issues after the fact of whatever happens. And like,
Something to add to that, I was not so long ago at a Veterans Coalition Council meeting, and it seems to be really important in the nonprofit area to, I think it helps when you talk about mental health in
mm,
or mental wellness or well-being and when you enlist, you go through all these training processes of it, you know, uh, become stronger, become better, and you're trained to think that way and stuff. But you have to take care of your whole being,
no,
your
absolutely.
emotional wellness as well. And so there's absolutely nothing wrong. That does not make you weak in any way
Mm,
to say, hey, I need a little help. I need a gym instructor maybe for my emotions, That's
right? No, you're absolutely right. And then, like I said, I mean, that's why I tell any veteran, regardless if you deploy or not, if you see combat or you don't see combat, I said once you go to boot camp, you have PTSD. I said because you join the military as one person, as who you were. Me, I joined the Marine Corps at 17 years old. I didn't
wow.
know who I was. I wasn't an adult yet. I was a child. I was 17 years old when I joined the Marine Corps. I spent 9 years in the Marine Corps, 2 tours to the desert, and I came back a completely different person. I didn't come back the same guy I was when I joined the Marine Corps at 17. I came back to Oklahoma because this is home. I thought it'd be better, be back to family, but I like the rules and regulations that are in Oklahoma. They let me have my flower, they let me have my guns, and they let me worship my Lord and Savior freely, without any freaking repercussions. And
There you
so
go.
that's why I came back to Oklahoma, and my wife homeschools all my kids. So they have the easiest homeschooling regulations to where they're not telling her what she has to teach them and what she don't have to teach them. Like she
Yeah.
gets to teach them what she believes needs to be taught so they can get their high school education, get their degree, not a GED, an actual high school diploma, so they can
Hmm,
go to college and get their degree in college.
nice.
And so that's why I came back to Oklahoma. But like I said, I joined at 17 years old. That was 20 years ago when I joined the Marine Corps. I'm 37 now, and I am not the same person I was 20 years ago. But my wife will tell you that. Like I said, I've been with her for 20 years, so she knows me better than I know myself. But that's why she's my battle buddy. She helps me. She keeps me sane. She keeps me from going off the deep end because she knows the things that I'm capable of doing. And I will do bad things to bad people. If you are a threat to me, I will diminish the threat. And but that's how I was trained. And like I said, when you go to boot camp, you're gonna have PTSD because you're no longer the person you were when you joined. Now you're no longer whoever you are when you join. Now you are Department of Defense. You're Department of the Air Force, Army, Navy, Coast Guard, hell, even the Space Force now. Because they break you down physically and they break you down mentally, and they build you up to the standard that they want you to be at for them to be able to train you on the resources that you need to continue the mission and allow the mission to continue going forward with you. Because I tell people, I said, regardless if you do 4 years or you do 40 years, man, the mission continues going with or without you. Plain and simple. I've had a lot of guys on my show. Like you're saying, there's a lot of people out there that want to help veterans. There's a lot of veteran nonprofits out there that are helping veterans to go fishing, go hunting, go skiing, go do whatever. There's a lot of them. I had Tackle 22. He's out of Georgia. He's another jarhead. He does fishing trips for veterans, active duty personnel and veterans. He does fishing trips, nonprofit.
Yeah.
I got
Operation Freedom Outdoors is big
yeah.
in the South Oklahoma City area.
Oh, see, and like that, I think that's the biggest thing. I think that's what I want to do with the Stone Vet is actually put a tab in with all you guys. I'm gonna have so that people can reach out to you and say, "Hey, I have an event going on. Do you think you can come out and support us and have you come out and just be there with us and be a face with us? We have this veteran event coming up or whatever, you know."
Last I heard, the Oklahoma Veteran Alliance, the VA, the OKVA is working on a big calendar that would be available, instantly if you sign on their website to have all the VSOs. So you
Oh
just have to
wow.
sign up as a VSO to be able to have access to add stuff to the calendar.
Oh,
And
that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Just different things like that. I
yeah.
know right now my goal when I first started this was to do Oklahoma.
Hmm.
There's a lot I would like to get the community established in Oklahoma and get everybody established and be able to reach out to these other communities, these other states, and going in like, what do you have going on in your area? What's in your community? Because I got a lot of civilians on here, and they're like, I don't have any money. I said, I don't care. You don't need money for support. I need you to go to your community and tell me what's out there for my brothers and sisters that need help,
Yeah.
whether they're homeless or they ain't got no food.
Hmm.
Well, because there's people out there that are helping veterans. They are helping veterans, and they're helping us get back on our feet and get established to where we need to be. I say, you don't need money to help me. You really don't. But if you can provide me, because the biggest thing, especially with the Stone Vet, is networking. How do we network? How do we help each other?
Yeah.
Because you can't be successful if you're not networking with people and talking to people, because you don't know everything.
It's not who you know, it's who they know. And you can definitely learn a lot if you're surrounding yourself with other people who are definitely trying to, grow and help your community to grow as well.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, the biggest thing with the Stone Vet is to grow the community around the veteran. Wherever the veteran is, whether you're in freaking New York, Pennsylvania, California, Washington, Texas, Iowa, Montana, wherever you're at, you have to grow your community around you. I guarantee there's a lot of nonprofits in your area that are doing things that you like doing. Or heck, maybe you might be able to help them get to do what you're doing, what the kind of
Mhm.
things that you like doing. Like you said, the Battlin Betties are all nationwide, dude. That's across the nation. I mean, come
Yeah.
on now. I mean, how cool would it be able to take the Oklahoma chapter and go down to Texas or go up to freaking Nebraska or whatever the case may be, or out to California just to help show like, look, we are big. We are when we're united, we are a huge asset. We're a huge entity that's needed for the community. You
Yeah.
know, and that's what's great about it, man. Especially, I mean, with what you guys are doing is awesome. It's absolutely awesome what you guys are doing. To be able to go out and help, first responders and veterans and all sorts of walks of life, man. Like I said, because I had that cop that pulled me over today, and he's like, I was like, I don't know how you do it, dude. I feel sorry for you. Like, you got a lot of people that hate you right now. He said, a lot of therapy, man. He said, I go to therapy once a week. I said, it sucks, man. I said, it sucks when you become an adult and you realize I need therapy. I need a therapist to talk to get me right back on my feet. And for me, I've got like 3 counselors and a psychiatrist now, and I'm like, this sucks, dude. Like, why can't I just be a normal person? Like, what is normal? Why can I not just go and live life just regularly? So
I think it is normal to need therapy, and we should try to normalize it.
and we
There's,
should,
there's nothing wrong with that.
and we should. I mean, I think, like I said earlier, I think that's what a lot of our brothers and sisters are afraid of, is a sign of weakness, is seeing a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
And this is why I do this. This is my therapy, when I'm able to bring people on my show and actually sit down and talk with them and just be able to just shoot the crap and just hang out for a little bit. It's my
Yeah.
therapy because it allows me to open up and just be able to speak my mind and just be able to go out and just, hey, look, man, this is what's going on out here. This is what we're providing, and these are the resources that are out here. It helps me just build that camaraderie that was lost after serving.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about this, being able to bring you on, like yourself. You have a heart for veterans. You have a heart for veterans. You're a civilian that has a heart for veterans and first responders, to help them to find a purpose again.
Yeah. It's just an honor and a privilege to be able to get out there and to do what we do.
Oh, absolutely. And it's awesome to see that there's people, like you said, you're like, I'm not a veteran, but you don't need to be a veteran, right?
No.
You just you found a purpose, right? And that's the biggest thing that people struggle with, is finding a purpose again.
Yeah. If you don't have, I mean, I wouldn't know all the answers, but if you don't have a purpose, or maybe you're struggling to find that, there's always volunteer work, and there's all, or if you don't like to volunteer, there's something out there. If golfing is your thing, if hunting is your thing, and you are a veteran, there's, all sorts of groups out there, maybe. And if there's not, start your own,
Right.
start a bowling league. Hey, battle buddies, come hang out with me. We'll go bowling, you know?
Absolutely. You know, and like I said on Facebook, man, there's veteran group after veteran group after veteran group on
Yeah.
Facebook. There's veteran groups off of any social platform you get on, there's veteran groups. Why? Because we all are like, damn, I need my battle buddy with me. I need somebody to hang out with me for a little bit or whatever. And like you said, hey dude, that's what Tackle 22 did. He went through, Eddie went out and he posted on Facebook, said, I'm going fishing. Who wants to come? And
I
people
love it.
him like, I want to go, I want to go. Come on. And
Yeah.
he does it. He does it. He's like, you don't have to bring a fishing pole. You don't have to bring anything. He said, just come hang out with me. That's all I want, somebody to hang out with. And that's
Yeah.
the biggest thing that that's what we miss the most is actually going out and hanging out with people and hanging out with our battle buddies and hanging out and just being able to just shoot the crap for a little bit, get our mind off the world of the crazy chaos that's going on in the world and feel like we have somebody there with us again to hang out with us and enjoy us, you know?
Absolutely. One of our favorite words in amongst our group is shenanigans. And it's not so much that we like to go cause trouble, but we, I mean, it's just fun. It's just, harmless fun. And it's that community and that camaraderie of being able to get together and laugh about stuff. Maybe the world is kind of dark outside right now, but we're checking on each other and we'll get through it.
Absolutely, and that's I think, like you said, that's the biggest thing is just making sure that we continue growing our community around each other, to hang out with each other, check on each other regularly, check it with each other on a daily basis. Like I said, we all have our own lives, we are all doing our own things, and then we can get lost. We can tend to get lost in what's going on in life, and like I said, them days get dark, and we're just like,
It's heavy sometimes.
we need to reach out to somebody. We need to be able to, hey, dude, I'm not having a good time right now. You got a minute to call? You got a minute to talk? You got a minute to call me?
Yeah.
I just need a minute to talk. Yeah, I got a minute to talk. Like I said,
Yeah.
I got a lot of guys that going through divorces right now and all that. And I try to reach out at least once a week. Say, hey, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
You doing okay? How you doing? I'm just checking in on you, making sure you're doing straight. Everything's going the way that you wanted to go. Because those days get dark, and you don't want to be by yourself when those days get dark. And
For sure.
for
For
me
sure.
myself, I've had a lot of bad thoughts going through my head lately, and I'm just like, if I just can eliminate the threat, the thoughts would go away, and I can go on about living my life normally again. Well, we have to make sure that we don't get into those dark, crazy places anymore. That we have our team there, that we have our battle buddy there. We are there to be able to reach out to them and say, hey man, you doing okay today? I'm just checking on you, making sure everything is going straight. Make sure you ain't gone crazy on me and you ain't done it, because I get sad when I hear I talk to guys all the time. I said, man, I talked to my buddy the other day. I ain't talked to him in 40 years. We talked for about 3 hours. And I found out he took his life 2 days ago. Like, damn, dude, like it's so heartbreaking. I had a friend tell me that. He said it was like, I ain't talked to him for like 40 years and found out like 2 weeks after I got done talking to him, he took his own life. I'm
I'm
tired of
so
hearing
sorry.
this stuff. I'm tired of hearing that kind of stuff. It's heartbreaking because what is the final drop? Because my wife, she always says it perfectly. She's like, think of a bucket of water, a 5-gallon bucket of water, fill it to the very rim, add one more drop and see what happens. Everything flows over the edge, right?
Yeah.
And I always wonder, what was that final drop that dropped into your bucket? You said, I don't want to do this no more. You know, what was so hard to say, dude? Hey, pick up the phone and say, hey, dude, it's hard right now. Can I talk? Yeah, absolutely. For me, my phone stays on silent. I'm always looking at it. I'm constantly looking at it all the time just to see if I'm getting a phone call from somebody or not. But I tell people, say, call me. Please call me. I would rather listen to your problems than listen to your obituary.
Yes, we all have those friends that you know that if they text you or they call you, hey man, I'm going to stop what I'm doing. My friend needs me at this moment. This is, more important. And definitely encourage your friends to seek help if they, need it, and remind them that, everybody's got to go to the gym every once in a while,
That's my
emotionally,
biggest.
that's okay too.
No,
There's
absolutely. I need
people
to
out there
find. That's what
love
I need
you.
to find. I need to find a battle buddy to go to the gym with, man. I said I ain't been to the gym in over a year now, and I'm like, this sucks, dude. I said I used to go to the gym twice a week, every day. I used to go twice a day for a week. That was my gym routine. And I got in this bad car accident. This little 16-year-old little girl decided to rear end me doing about 50 miles an hour. And
Man.
I was the brick wall that was her stop sign in her Cadillac that she was driving.
Oh no.
It destroyed me. She destroyed. It took me about 10 years, 12 years to get my back to where I could actually function again after the military. And she
Jeez.
screwed it all up. And I was like, I don't even, because for me, I can't run. If I run, it jumbles up my back. It jumbles up
Yeah.
my back and it screws my. I suffer from a thoracic arthritis, so I get muscle spasms all the time. Any little thing I do, my whole back will go out on me.
Oh
And so
wow.
for me to run, it's kind of hard to run to actually get the impact. And I'm just like, I don't even want to do anything. Like I'm so scared to do something to tweak my back out and be like, oh, that's it. I'm done for the week or whatever. I'm done until I can get this spasm gone or whatever the case may be. And it sucks. But my biggest thing is actually going out to get a battle buddy to go to the gym with, to say, hey, let's go to the gym and do something. That's my biggest thing. That's why I got to get into it and get into working out again and doing that thing.
Yeah.
I know with you guys probably are like, man, I don't need to work out no more.
I actually go to the gym most mornings with one of my other Battlin Betties.
Oh,
Uh,
that's awesome.
yeah, we go over in Mustang, and most
Well,
mornings, yeah, it helps clear your head, helps
it
you.
does. It's good. It's nice when you got somebody to go with you to keep pushing you, to keep pushing you to hit
Yes.
your goals,
Yeah.
to be able to just let loose and actually just go and have your same mission is to be like, I gotta get in shape. I gotta be in shape. And I got you here to keep pushing me to get into shape.
Yeah.
And that it's always not, like I said, it's always nice to have that one person with you that you can trust and you can talk to all the time. You know,
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
have that, it's lovely. It's like harmony to be able to work with somebody together like that when you guys have the same mission in life. You
Yes.
know.
I would not have made it this far if it wasn't for the rest of the Betties. They're definitely an encouragement and an inspiration to keep going. There's some of those girls, man, they've got the heart for volunteer work. They're out there, packing, helping to pack care packages to send overseas. They're, on us about our letters, like our pen pal letters for the
Oh.
VAs. And I mean, yeah, it's nice to have that friendship and that person that, yeah, that pushes you to keep going.
And that's what you guys need, especially with your organization, what you guys do. You guys need to continue uplifting each other, continue pushing each other. And I bet you guys have that camaraderie there when one of you guys are having a bad day, whatever the case may be, they know who to reach out to within your organization to say, hey, I'm just not feeling good today. And that's what's great about that. Like I said, what you guys are doing is awesome. What you guys are doing is awesome to be able to help and reach out to first responders, reach out to veterans, and just give them hope again and say, hey, dude, I'm here for you. I'm here. How you doing? Do you guys do like little dance routines or singing and stuff like that? Do you guys do that kind of stuff?
Okay, so that's not our gig. However, it's fun and we throw some shenanigans in there. Yeah, when we went to the VA centers and we did the handmade Valentine's cards, we were trying to hit all 7 in the state.
Oh, wow.
We were able to go to 3 on Valentine's Day before the pandemic swept. But yeah, we did put together a little dance routine to Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B.
That's awesome. And I bet they loved it, didn't they?
They did. They did. It was a blast.
Absolutely. I bet they loved it. I bet, yeah, that's little things like this, just the little things like that. It's a little thing that takes a little bit of time out of your day. I think that's why I think I stressed about that on my last episode, is that people don't like listening to people anymore. I think it's that's the struggle in America right now, is that people are like, well, I'm always right. Don't listen. You better do what I say, and I'm not going to do what you say, We just got to
Got
open up.
2 ears and 1 mouth,
That's what I tell people. I said, we got 2 ears and 1 mouth to listen, right? Now, if you take time out of your day, I said, I have my beliefs and I believe in what I believe in for a reason, but I'll listen to you. I'm not gonna knock you down. I'm not gonna push you down and say you're wrong. I'm not.
Yeah.
I may not agree with you, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend a moment to listen to your reasoning as to why you believe what you believe in, and I think that's what would make America great again, is that actually take time for one another instead of worrying about, well, that ain't going to benefit me. Maybe not you, but is it going to benefit your partner to your left or to your right? Like, would it help them out? You know?
Yeah.
It's crazy, you know. I went out and picked up some donuts today for breakfast for the kids. They love donuts, you know. And it's a small little donut place here. And he's getting ready to close up. He was closing up in like an hour or so. And I was like, let me get a dozen donuts. And I started looking around. He said, you want to do a dozen of these too? I said, yeah, go ahead, man. I said, I'm gonna help support my little small businesses, man, because I mean, you guys are struggling right now. I mean, and my
Yeah.
kids love donuts. They're not gonna say no, don't do it, daddy. You know, the kids ain't gonna say don't do it. I was like, go ahead and let me get another dozen of those too. He's like, I really do appreciate it. I said, brother, I said, if you're not here, then I can't get no donuts. You know, you if I don't support you, how the hell are you supposed to support me? You know,
Yeah.
and that's the biggest thing is that I think that that's what we're struggling with as a country is that we don't want to go out and support each other. You know, we're all about it's the rich is starting to get richer. You know, I liked hearing all these people talking, well, my politician this and my politician that. I said, dude, politicians are crooked. They're all in it for themselves. You know, they're all in it for themselves, and that's my belief is that they're all in it for themselves. They may when they start going for the job and they want to do it, it may be about the people when they first started doing it. But when you're doing it for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, you done lost the mission. You done forgot why you did you done forgot why you started what you started.
Yeah.
You know, and it's hard to talk about that kind of stuff. You know, a lot of people are like, well, this or that. I'm like, dude, I said, just look into it. Do your research. My thing is always do your research, do your research, do your research. Don't listen to what I tell you. I'm telling you what I believe in. If you don't believe in it, that's fine, dude. But do your research
Yeah.
before you come at me and try to tell me that I'm wrong. Just do your research. I'll listen to you. I'll bend an ear. I got two of them. I can bend one of them for you to listen to what you have to say, you know.
I think there's
Whenever,
definitely something to be said for being able to, listen to other people's viewpoints. And even if you don't, there's still a way to respectfully disagree, these days. And oh, one of the things that I love so much, and I don't know if you've been able to follow the story or not, but there's a fella running around Edmond, an old veteran called Old Ranger.
uh-uh.
And yeah, well, so he just stands up for America. He's not for this politician or that politician or this movement or this protest. It's none of that. It's, I mean, we're here. We're proud of this country. We're proud of what it used to be, what it can be again, what it, still what it is right now. You're still proud of your country, no matter, what state it may be in.
Right.
And I think there was some sort of scuffle that got videotaped on a phone and put on the internet.
Oh,
And
really?
it was really just disheartening. A lady just yelling at him, and all this old veteran is doing is standing there with his American flag. And lady, you can
Yeah, right.
walk in,
Right.
okay? Because and the movement that has just picked up behind Old Ranger, it's amazing to watch. It's amazing to see.
I'm gonna have to look him up. I'm gonna have to look him
Yeah,
up and see what that is.
yeah, it's got its own Facebook page is going now, and he's so humble. He didn't want all that attention. He just out there doing what he loves to do. And they had the opportunity. Somebody had the opportunity to visit with him and videotape his story. Talking about his tours and stuff, and maybe why he's called, to do what it is that he does. But why my train of thought went this way is because it's sparking an opportunity for growth. There was at one point a person that came and stood across the street from him with a Black Lives Matter poster or signage, and he said, hey, come over here, let's talk. And so they did. They came, on a common meeting ground, and they got to visit and talk about each other's, beliefs and maybe what they can do to work together towards getting the community into a standpoint where it would benefit a lot more people,
Right.
And I think it's wonderful if you can bend your ear for a minute and listen to somebody else's viewpoint, then you can grow as a community.
No, absolutely, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and I was listening to that Team Never Quit, and that's what they said. They said, dude, I'm right wing. Don't get me wrong, I'm a right wing guy, but when it comes down to it, I'm an American. I'm an American, and this is one thing that I think the veteran community always stresses, dude. I would never want another 9/11, but I would love for another 9/12.
Yeah.
9/12 was the day after the attack that we were attacked as Americans. And that day is the day that we came together as Americans, not left wing, not right wing, not nothing, but as Americans, we came together and we supported each other to make sure that the person to our left and the person to our right had what they needed to continue living life. And the whole bullshit with the election and the politicians and I hate it. I hate watching it every day. I hate listening about it. I said, when did you forget that you were an American? When did you forget to say, you know what? I don't like that you're doing that. You're not standing up for my rights as an American citizen that my forefathers fought for. You know, we need to stand up as Americans and say, hey, dude, you need help? What you need help with?
Yeah.
Our brothers and sisters, hey, it's not a weakness, dude. If you need help, you need to let us know. We're not mind readers.
Yeah.
And we do too. We need to reach out to you guys and make sure you guys are doing okay.
Yeah.
Reach out to your battle buddies. Reach out to your Facebook group. Man, I just got a thing on my. I just got a thing that came across my phone screen and it said, so and so accepted your friend request. I said, when the hell did I send him a friend request? I was like, damn, I must have sent that thing like 6 months ago or something. You know, I was like, I didn't even know. But I looked at it, I said, he was the first guy to buy cannabis legally in the state of Colorado. I was like, oh, we served in Iraq together. I said, look at this guy. So he finally accepted my friend request. I said, I didn't even know about this, but okay. I said, that works. You know, that works. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But like I said, what I'm trying to do with the Stone Vet is get this legalized federally. Working with who I can to get it legalized federally. Because you talk to any veteran out there, you can talk to anybody, and they can tell you, man, that plant has saved my life. For me personally, my wife would tell you, like, she's like, it's
I've
done.
seen it.
It's done great things for you with the
Yeah.
things that I deal with my stress, my anxiety. I'm a very high strung person, you know. She's like, every time you smoke, it's just, even my kids are like, dude, I love it when you're high because you're more, you're not so high strung, you're not so stressed out, you're more relatable, like you know. And I was like, I'm a better working, functioning person when I'm able to smoke my cannabis, you know.
Yeah.
And that's like I tell everybody, you know, I smoke it same as anybody who smokes it after work. You know, you go have a beer after work, I like to smoke a joint. You like to have a glass of wine to relax and mellow out, I like to smoke a joint.
Yeah.
You know, the
Or
difference
if
between the difference between me and you is that you'll probably end up drinking that whole bottle. I may smoke the whole baggie, but I'll wake up feeling pretty good the next day.
yeah.
We would like to give a huge thanks to Rafa 180 for being a sponsor. Rafa 180 offers pure medicinal CBD. They walk alongside individuals to achieve a healthy lifestyle with options needed by each person. You can learn more about them on Facebook at Rafa CBD, their website www.rafa180.com, or email at rafacbd@gmail.com. They truly believe your journey matters.
Yeah.
You know, so I really appreciate Megan. I appreciate what you guys are doing with the Battlin' Betties. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to come hang out with me here at the Stone Vet and just let my family know what you're doing for us and how you're helping us find a reason again to see those smiling faces when you guys come hang out with us and say, hey guys, thank you for what you've done for us. You know, like I said, the days get dark and it does get hard, and sometimes we get lackadaisical and we forget what we did. You know, sometimes we just look at it, it was a job. It was just a job for us, you know. But to see you guys when you guys are out there now, you say you kind of do. What's it? What song was that you guys said you dance to?
Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B.
There you go. You see, I think that put a smile on a lot of people's faces. I guarantee it. When you start
Yeah.
doing those kind of things, maybe you guys can make it a routine when you start getting around Oklahoma again, back down to the VAs again.
I hope so.
Absolutely. Especially with this whole COVID thing, maybe this will come to an end eventually. Hopefully, it'll come to an end. Hopefully it'll come to an end, and be able to get together. I'd love to be able to work with you guys. If you guys do an event or something, and you guys want some kind of crazy jarhead out there with you, shooting a show with you guys, or whatever the case may be, I'd love the opportunity to be able to come out and hang out with you guys, man.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely.
brothers
We'd
and
love
sisters,
that.
I appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with us. You got anything else to finish off the show with us?
We just appreciate the opportunity to go out and give back. We appreciate you having us on your show, and we look forward to seeing you out there in the community.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And you got that pretty little poinsettia in the hair today, right?
Merry
Hey, look at
Christmas,
that.
y'all.
Absolutely, absolutely, bringing in the holidays, man. Hey, guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out with us on this Friday. Merry Christmas to all you guys. Hopefully, you got what you wished for, and hopefully, you didn't get what you deserved. I love you guys. Hey, here from the Stone Vet, we wish you a Merry Christmas, man. We just always remember, we got you 6.
Think of my makeup for this wonderful day. Ain't tripping on them right now, cause everything's straight. I'm feeling so grateful. Think of my makeup for this wonderful day. Hey, the intro is visual to your mind. Sit back, relax, and feel the vibe. I think about what I'm going through. I wouldn't be nothing without my guy. Gotta keep my eyes on the prize. I struggle and strive to survive. I'm just trying to make it. Gotta stay strong because these times so hard. And if you gon' stay loyal right now, I'm chilling with my squad. You see me protecting myself with this gap. You know it's hard to stay alive. Been taking for me for so long, but now I'm back. The claim was mine. I'm going to war for what I need. Like soldiers overseas and camouflage. Ain't stressing about nothing right now, cause everything's straight. I'm feeling so grateful. Think of my makeup for this wonderful day. Ain't tripping on that right now, cause everything's straight. I'm feeling so grateful. Think of my makeup.